So this is a quick tutorial about adding multiple users to your Google Chrome browser. Google Chrome lets you have multiple users so that way you don't have to sign in and out of a Google account. You can have each user having its own distinct window. So right now you'll notice I've got my little head right here. I'm logged in at Scarsdale Schools. I also have this little alien. Now you may not have a particular icon up here because you haven't activated the multiple users feature. Go to the lines and you go to settings. Now down here, you'll notice I actually have created multiple users. I already have a Gmail account in here, and this is my Scarsdale account. But I'm going to add a third user. And right now it says Pickles is the hamburger. Fine. I'm going to create. It's going to launch this window. So now this is acting as a completely separate browser. Onto this Google account, it's going to be completely separate, and it's not going to have any crossover or conflict with my Scarsdale Schools Google account, my other Gmail account. Easiest way to differentiate between them are these little icons, and that's where they're there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign into one of my many Google accounts. And this is particularly useful if you do have multiple Google accounts. Maybe you do have a home one that you want to have accessible to you. Or maybe you're working with two different Scarsdale Schools Google accounts because one is your personal one and one is for your group or for your building. So you want to be able to toggle between the two accounts without having to sign in and sign out. So now I have these two windows. I've got my little button down guy and I've got that, my alien. Now you'll notice that I have my personal Google account. And now you see it's actually my C. Casala Gmail. So now I have these two completely signed in and they will not conflict. I can open up Drive in either my Scarsdale Schools one or my Gmail one, and I won't have any conflicts about who has permission to which file as long as I'm in the proper user. I could also come up, if you remember, we initially chose the hamburger, but then it switched it. So if I don't like this, I can just come back over here and go to settings, and you see that it says that this is the current one I'm in. I can click on it, and I can edit it. And now, I don't know, let's go back to the hamburger. And if I feel like changing the name, I can change the name. If I want to call it home, I can call it home. If I want to call it office, whatever it is I want to call it, and I can click OK. And now I have my little hamburger. And all I have to do now to toggle between the two is I go up here, and I can go to Drive, and I'm going to have my Scarsdale Schools Drive, and I've got my Scarsdale Schools photo. I can come back over here, my hamburger, and I can go to Drive. And it's going to launch my personal Gmail's Google Drive. And now I can have these two side by side without having a conflict. One of the biggest issues comes when you have two different Google accounts and you're trying to share information, but you're logged into one while you're getting an email for another. So that is how you have two different Google accounts signed in with these little icons in Google Chrome.